Ziggy or yourself or your companies or your group generally performed a role much more akin to a partnering investor than a lender. You provided accounting support. You had a representative on a finance committee. You agreed to forego your rights on your loan when the money first started to flow in September. You agreed, when you were finally paid, to pay what seems to have been a debt of Mr. Matlala out of the monies paid to you. So you agreed to pay a total of 750,000 of the 2.5 million that you were paid. 750,000 of that you paid on to Mr. Maumela. All of these elements concern me, and they, in my view, cast doubt on the correctness or the truth of your version of a loan. And what I want to put to you is what it looks like to me. It looks much more like you were an investing partner in this contract, and that you were an investing partner together with Mr. Maumela, and that while you were in business with Mr. Maumela in relation to a Chrome project, while you were funding an interdict that served to protect Mr. Maumela's company, you might also have been investing with Mr. Maumela in this contract. Because Mr. Maumela keeps on getting screenshots of your communications with Mr. Matlala. Mr. Maumela gets paid out of your payments from Mr. Matlala. So those are my concerns, and I think that's what you need to address when you come back. There are two further topics that I could address with you today. Let me first ask you, just get some clarity about, which relates to the Mr. Maumela relationship. You spoke about the origins of your relationship with Mr. Maumela in the house sale, and that you then went into this joint business in relation to a chrome mining operation. You mentioned that you were each going to put in 55 million, and that to raise his 55 million, he had to sell an asset, and he sold it. And you said you got notified that the money had been transferred to the lawyer's trust account from the sale of the asset, and you said you were overjoyed because now you could start the project. When were you notified that the money went into the lawyer's trust account? Approximately when was this?
Sometime in December 23, November.
November, December. And then you say, subsequent to me receiving the funds, Maumela approached you and told you, subsequent to you receiving the funds, Maumela approached you and told you that he's got challenges with his current house, he's paying penalties, he's losing $1 million a month on penalties, so could he please take some of his money and complete his house, then he'd bring back the funds so he could continue with the project. How long was that after you had received the funds?
It was immediately. It was, you mean how, when did he approach me?
Yes, when did he approach you? You get the funds, you've now got the money in Ziggy.
Yes, that same day he approached me.
The same day he approached you?
Yeah.
So when were the funds paid out? So were the funds in Ziggy for more than a day?
The funds were there for a couple of hours, and that's exactly what my problem was with him. And that's exactly where I had an issue. As I said to him, I've already committed. You cannot backtrack on this. We had a gentleman's agreement, paperwork is to follow. I've made commitments, people are waiting. This is not acceptable.
But within a couple of hours, you'd paid him the money.
I had to pay him the money. It's his money.
Well, it wasn't actually his money. It was money that he had committed to a joint project with you. So you had a contract with him that he had to put up 55 million.
Yes, a verbal contract.
You had to put up 55 million.
Yes.
And that 110 million was now going to be used for some mining project.
Yes.
But you agreed immediately he put up the 55 million. That, or I think you said it was 56, that he could take his money back.
Mr. Chaskalson, if someone comes to you and you're holding that kind of money of theirs and they're sitting in front of you and he says, I'll bring back the money, I want my money back. I had no choice. I said, it's fine. What time frames are we looking at? When will you bring this money back? He said, he's busy with a disposal of another asset. He'll come back to me, but for now he needs to finish his house.
You see, again, one of the things that strikes me as odd about this arrangement is that he sells an asset. The money gets paid into trust at his lawyers. He can instruct those lawyers what to do with that money. He can instruct those lawyers to pay you, or he can instruct those lawyers to pay him. If he wanted the money back, why would he instruct the lawyers to pay you for you to pay the money to him? Why wouldn't he just instruct the lawyers pay me directly?
We'll have to ask him, because the instruction was to pay to me based on the agreement we had on this mining operation.
So he gave you an instruction based on a contract. Well, he gave his attorneys an instruction based on a contract with you. He had a contract with you to pay 55 or 56 million. He told his attorneys, pay 56 million, and no sooner had the 56 million landed than he said, pay me, what was it, 35 million?
No, he requested 40 million at that time.
Sorry, he requested?
40.
40. Again, the arrangement strikes me as concerning, and it strikes me as particularly concerning because it happens 10 days before a preservation order is issued against him by SARS, and at a time when he must have known that SARS were coming after him. Did it not strike you as funny that the money came to you, and then as soon as it came to you, the person who had effectively directed that it be paid to you said, pay it to me?
No, because he committed, and remember, I still had a balance of the money left over with me. He didn't take all his money.
I appreciate that, but he took 35 million out of 56 million.
Yes, he did.
I have another substantive topic to address now, but we're not going to finish before 3 o'clock. So I'd rather get to it when we resume.
Were dates agreed?
What we have at the moment, we just need to find out when. Chair, might I ask if we stand down for a couple of minutes just to find out when Mr. Carrim and his attorney return to South Africa and what dates are available?